Oh, was that part of it?
What? Oh yeah, this is part of this. Alright, class. Alright, my topic is xeriscape, and landscape can be beautiful in many ways, providing natural emphasis in the landscape world. So you may ask, what is this xeriscape? To begin with, I'm gonna point out 3 main points. First, I'm gonna be talking about the brief history of what xeriscape, how it originated, and what it is. Secondly, the cost. Thirdly, the benefits. Now, let me begin with, let me tell you what xeriscape is. Xeriscape is a landscape design with the involvement of the use of little or no irrigation. So where did it originate? It first originated in Denver, Colorado, with the Colorado Water Department in 1981. It was first, the history, it started, xeriscape really started in 1981 because, well, for future references such as a California drought. So what are its uses? Well, the uses is to use less water, so you won't be spending a miraculous amount of water. When do we use it? For example, drought, California drought. The California drought being one of the worst droughts ever to exist in U.S. history. Why? Xeriscape is used to basically, not everything has to be green to be efficient. As you see, well, it is green, but it's not as, for example, the use of turf, grass. Grass is one of xeriscape's most rivalries because turf is basically basically turf uses a great amount of water, besides xeriscape using just a little bit amount of water. According to Bailey's article called Xeriscape Landscaping, Meaning and How It Can Save You Money, written in 2016 and updated in September 27, 2016, Bailey states that a common element in xeriscape landscape is the reduction of long grass areas. As mentioned, there's not a lot of long grass areas. Now secondly, the cost. It is a beautiful image to have a nice landscape, but everything in this country is not free. So basically the costs are varied. For a low cost of a xeriscape, it's usually like around $10,000. You may ask, whoa, that's a lot of money. But it's rather for the people that want to use xeriscape, it's rather you put in the money to save that amount of money. For example, and also, in the article, Xeriscape Cost 2016, Schmidt states that the cost of xeriscape depends entirely on the owner and designer. For example, the owner, I don't know what to put in my yard. So then the designer, they both come in together like, let's make an idea. For example, this design, the owner's like, I want some blue flowers, or I don't want a lot of turf grass to not use a lot of water. So in this design, they only use a short amount of turf, but all around the entire design, they use mostly plants. Well, what kind of plants? The plants they use are perennials and annuals. Perennials being seasonal plants, and then annuals being, for example, long-lasting with the use of little water. And if you want to be pricey, some xeriscape designers would actually put $30,000 into their yard, which is, if you want what it's worth, then that's what it is. And then the benefits. Gardening and aesthetics of landscape are beneficial. In Smith and Patrick's journal, Xeriscape for Urban Water Security state that almost half of all responses, 40%, stated that landscape aesthetics and enjoyment of gardening were the benefits of landscaping. So, for example, not everything has to be green. People actually would love to enjoy using plants, as in putting them in this specific area, than just mow their lawn trim other stuff. In Funk, Howell, and Stone's journal, Global Warming Trends to the California Drought of 2012-13 and 2013-14, stated that the 2013 January through December was the most driest on record ever. So for example, this drought. The Coachella Valley is not, the Coachella Valley being right here, is not as bad. In more northern California, as you can see, this could be Bakersfield, Fresno, or San Francisco. It's pretty bad, as you can see. And that's where xeriscape comes in beneficial for people such as California, the whole area of California, that when xeriscape is used, hopefully this doesn't turn out to be worse than what it was in this year, for example, 2017. And also, landscape design is not always going to be landscape design is not always going to be, for example, landscape is not always going to be about green everything, green turf. For example, all these plants are annuals and perennials, but also you don't have to use green to be efficient, as mentioned. And to my conclusion, you have a little perspective of what xeriscape is, the cost, and the benefits. In my opinion, xeriscape is a way for a healthy earth and its surroundings. And that's it.